What's up everyone, TJ here. This week I'm out in Aspen, Colorado, testing some park boards in collaboration with Snowboard Mag, and today I'm checking out the Salomon Huck Knife Pro. In this video, I'm gonna run through all the tech you're gonna find in this thing and share some feedback on how it's feeling out here. Let's get into it. All right, real quick for reference before I jump into the tech, I'm 5'10", I weigh around 155 pounds, and I'm riding this snowboard in a 156. And the Huck Knife Pro is gonna be Salomon's highest end freestyle and park board. It's ridden by riders like Dusty Hendrickson, hitting the biggest jumps and features in contests, as well as pipe riders like Ryan Walkendorfer, competing literally at the highest level of super pipe riding. So this thing is gonna be pretty aggressive. It's gonna come through with a ton of stability and a lot of energy as well. It is a true twin and it runs Salomon's quad camber profile. So basically it's full positive camber, gonna have that very energetic, powerful, locked in feel that you'd expect out of true camber. The way they do the quad camber is mellower camber between the feet and a heavier camber starting underfoot going out to the tips. So overall, gonna have a pretty significant camber shape to it and gonna have a very energetic, powerful feel. You're also gonna find what Salomon calls their Damplifier light tech in this snowboard. So in the tips, you're gonna have lightweight materials like cork built in to reduce swing weight and offer better dampening and help reduce vibrations that are out there cruising at higher speeds. It also runs their Ghost carbon beams. So there's 2 strips of carbon in the tip and the tail of the snowboard to help offer more energy, pop, and snap while keeping the board nice and lightweight. As well as their Royal rubber rails is what they call it. So built into the sidewall, you're gonna find a rubber foil that's also gonna offer some more dampening properties, again, to mellow out vibrations and potentially help in higher impact situations as well. Other than that, this board runs a sintered base, which is a higher end base material known to be harder, faster, and more durable compared to an extruded base with a stone ground finish. So there's a little bit of structure built into the base material to offer an even better glide out there. And there's a nice value add to see, especially on these higher end snowboards right out of the factory. And speaking of things right out of the factory, this board's also gonna have their freestyle edge bevel. So the metal edge between the bindings is beveled up 3 degrees and 2 degrees outside of the binding. So even with those factory sharp edges, you can have more confidence getting sideways on rails on that very first day on hill. And I think that's it for a quick tech breakdown. Let's jump into how this board felt out here on the mountain today. All right, let me start off by saying this is a powerhouse of a snowboard. This is a precision blade with a stiff flex, both lengthwise and torsionally. This is about as stiff as any twin you're gonna find on the market, with a design focused around providing stability and energy. I'd say the flex is significantly on the stiffer side of medium, getting pretty stiff. This is gonna be a powerful snowboard. When it comes to pressing and doing butters, this is a board that's gonna make you work for it. You're gonna be fighting against that stiffer flex and that positive camber profile, making it more challenging to find those balance points, but it's also a board that's gonna let you know if you make a mistake. It's definitely geared towards you more experienced riders that value that precision feel out of a snowboard. So if you are trying to mess around doing that flat ground kind of stuff or getting a little creative with the on snow features, you're definitely gonna wanna be paying attention to your edges because this thing does have a very precise locked in feel to it. Going hand in hand with that, you're gonna find a very lively, snappy feel out of this snowboard with above average explosive pop. Any tension you load up in this snowboard, it's given right back with a like springboard kind of feel to it. This thing is boosty and it's gonna help you find that air time wherever you're looking for it. This board's got excellent pop. And as you'd expect, it's gonna shine the most in the terrain park with more freestyle focused riding. Although with the sturdiness and stability you're gonna find in this snowboard, it's certainly very all mountain capable as well. But when it comes to those terrain park laps, this is gonna be a more jump leaning snowboard. If you look at some of the Salomon riders on this thing, you're gonna find people like Dusty Henriksen going absolutely huge, hitting the biggest jumps, riding slopestyle courses on this snowboard, or riders like Ryan Walkendorfer, an Olympic half-pipe snowboarder, throwing doubles in the super pipe on this thing. So stability is a non-issue. This board is gonna be able to back you up even as you're stepping up to those very large features and really trying to push your progression to the higher levels. So if you are getting to that level in your park riding where you're beginning to really value that stability over other things, this is gonna be a great choice. But that's not to say you can't have a good time jibbing and hitting rail features on this snowboard. It does have that stiffer, more powerful feel though. So if you're getting blunted on a rail, like leaned in way outside your bindings, hanging onto the rail and the tips, it's gonna be able to hang on. It's not gonna flex out on you. And it's gonna make you commit to getting flex out of the snowboard for those more technical tricks. I also wanna talk about the carving experience this board is gonna offer, and two specs I like to highlight are the waist width and side cut, which are both pretty average in this snowboard. At the 156 I was riding, you're gonna find a 25.3 centimeter waist and a 7.5 meter side cut. So you're still gonna find quick and nimble edge to edge transition, as well as a very versatile side cut radius that feels comfortable at a wide variety of speeds. But the main thing I wanna highlight with the snowboard when it comes to carving is how capable it's gonna be really anywhere you take it. Even at higher speeds, this board's gonna have a very confident feel to it. It's got this ability to power through more variable, chundery, chopped up kind of terrain confidently, keeping you in control. And even though this is an overall very lively snowboard, it's gonna give you a lot of feedback, both from you as the rider putting input into the snowboard, as well as the terrain. But considering that it does have a surprising amount of dampening to it, you got those royal rubber rails running down the entire length of the body of the snowboard to really help smooth things out and give it a pretty comfortable ride even as you're out there exploring. I'd say the limiting factor when it comes to carving is the width, but considering this is a freestyle focus board, not a carving specialist, that is something that it's gonna excel at as a byproduct of the more high performance construction you're gonna find in this thing. Overall, the two biggest highlights for me are the precision and energy you're gonna find in this snowboard. This is gonna be a ride that's better suited for more experienced freestyle focused riders that want that precision and stability and energy that are gonna start to come in handy as you try to elevate that bag of tricks to the higher level, starting to do bigger tricks and hit bigger features. Or if you're looking for like an all mountain capable twin that just has a lightweight premium construction. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, the Huck Knife Pro is gonna be a good one to consider. I'm gonna have this snowboard linked down in the description if you wanna read a little bit more about it, as well as a link to the latest issue of Snowboard Magazine. So please make sure to go check those out. Drop any questions you have down in the comments. And if you got some value, please make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all you guys. We got more reviews coming soon, and I'll see you in a new one next time.